Hey everyone, this is Angie at StampingWithAmore. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications each time I upload a new video. Even if you're not new, subscribe. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up because it really helps my channel. And thank you in advance. All right, so today is card day. And I have created this 4.5 by 4.5 inch card. You do have to make your own envelope, which I was planning on doing before I did the video and I totally forgot to do it. But I always just use my envelope punch board and make my own envelope. So this is the card I'm sharing today. It's so pretty. I am in love with this bundle. And this is a tag card. It's an interactive card. So what you do is it says happiest holidays here. You just pull out the little tag and it says to you and yours. But isn't that pretty? But then I put another sentiment on the inside as well so that you can sign it and have it all done. I actually put a bunch of dazzling diamonds on here, and as usual you probably won't be able to catch it all. Maybe a little bit, but isn't that pretty? I'm so in love with this bundle. I passed it over in the last project I did with this. I talked about it because I wasn't going to get it. I've had stamp sets with pine cones, so I wanted something different. But oh my gosh, this is the best. It is called Christmas Season, and it comes with the dies that go with it. They're called seasonal label dies. So they are a bunch of dies here. There are even some big tags and the berries you can cut off. You can cut out the leaves if you just want to cut these out and not stamp them. But oh my gosh, the stamping is what really brings them alive. It has, these are all a part of it except for the tail. This is the tailor-made tags, which I'm using for the tag on this, the one that tag that pulls out here. And it's the second largest in the tailor-made tags that I'm using. You can use the large one. You can use whatever you want. Just make it your own. But it's so pretty. I'm also using the Heartfelt Wishes, which I love these sentiments. You can also put Merry Christmas. I used Merry Christmas on my last one, so that's why I'm using Happiest Holidays. And then I love the little sentiments here. You can use several different ones for the inside tag part. And then the inside sentiment, I just grabbed one of my other ones, and it's the Snowflake Wishes. It says, may your season sparkle. And because I have so much dazzling diamonds on there, I thought that would be so appropriate. But these are the tailor-made tags, and this is the second one I'm using out of here. But like I said, you can use the large one as well, but I really liked on this 4.5 by 4.5 card, I liked the smaller tag. All right, I think that's all that we're using, except for we are using our adhesive strips for this, and I will show you all that in a while. And I'm also using my real red ribbon, which is our double stitched ribbon, and that's for this bow here. And then I told you I'm using dazzling diamonds, which we don't carry anymore. So if just use a really pretty glitter. I really wish we'd get this dazzling diamonds back because it's so beautiful. But before we go ahead, I got my hostess code big and bright this month. I'm having a free gift again with purchase this month, and you must use this hostess code. I'm repeating that because last month I had some issues and I wanted to make sure everybody knows you have to use the hostess code to get the free gift. Also, it is one per customer, so I really appreciate that. All right, everyone, let's get going on this project. It's really fun. So I am using a 4.5 by 4.5, so it's 9 by 4.5, and you just score it at 4.5. So it's just a nice square, 4.5 by 4.5. The designer series paper, this goes with this bundle. And it is called Painted Christmas. It's gorgeous paper. It's one of my favorite. But look at, you can use just about any one of these patterns on this project. I chose this one. But the paper is absolutely gorgeous too. Look at this one. So that's what I'm using. This piece is 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. And then for the piece that we're going to add our pine cone and stuff on, this is our top piece, which is going to be where you slide in your tag, is going to be 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. So let's go ahead and let's just go ahead and add our designer series paper and get that ready to go. And this is pretty directional, this paper. At first I didn't think it was, but it is definitely goes one way. All right, now I'm going to just show you how, some of these are two-step stamping. So if you are new, you may not know what two-step stamping is. And so I want to just show those who are new and they always ask questions. I'm going to show you, I'm not going to cut all of these out because I already did that ahead of time, but I just want to show you all the colors I used and how that I just stamped. I'm just going to do one of each. So all the colors that I used is soft suede, crumb cake, soft succulent, real red, and evening evergreen. So we are going to start with our pine cones and we're going to use the soft suede and crumb cake. And these are 2 steps. Like I said, there's 2 steps for the small and then there's 2 stamps for the large one. So the inner part is this more detailed one and we are going to use the soft suede. And then I'm going to go ahead and do the small one as well at the same time. And then we're going to go into the crumb cake and for the large one. And what you do is you just line this up and it lines up really nicely. So just line it up over. And you can use whatever colors you like. I just like this color combination. So we're going to do the same with the small. And there's our pine cones, but it gives it a lot of dimension. It's really, really pretty. All right, so that is what we did for the pine cones. And then I am going to go ahead and get the evening evergreen and the soft succulent. These are 2 of our new in colors. I love them together and I love them separate. They're just really pretty. So let me move this out of the way and we're going to grab, I'm just going to stamp this one plain. So I'm using this one in the soft succulent. So it's just a plain little, and I did 2 of those. I did 1 of the large pine cone, 2 of the small. And then I also did this one plain, and I actually cut, I think 6 of these because they are pine. I'm going to try to fit these all on the same one. Isn't that pretty? It's just like a little pine. I'll show you these close in just a second. And then this one's a holly, and I only used a couple, and this one's probably going to take up the rest. This is soft succulent that I'm using here. And then it has also a 2-step. And this is the other piece for that. And then we're going to use the evening evergreen. And you just, once again, line these up. And it gives it, once again, a lot of dimension. For this little one with the berries, I just used some evening evergreen. And then the berries we did in real red. And this is also a 2-step. So when you do this, the 3 little berries on the top go on the top and you just line them up and stamp them just like that. And I think those are all that I used. I did 3 of these. Like I said, I did 6 of these. I only did 1 of these. 1 pine cone, 2 small pine cones. You'll see in 2 of these. You'll see when I put it all together what it looks like. But can you see the detail that these have? They're so, so pretty. All right, now I already cut out all the pieces that I need, including the tailor-made tag, which I have right here. And these are all the pieces we are going to put on here. I'm not sure I'm using them all, we'll see. But I think I pretty much will. I'm using some dimensionals as well to pop up these, because I want some dimension to it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 piece here, And we are just going to start layering. And I am using wet glue because I want to make sure that I can move these if I need to, because it takes a little bit for this to dry. So I'm putting one going this way and then one of these going the opposite way. Just like that. Did I put enough glue under there? I don't think so. Okay, that. And then I'm going to start putting on my pine cones because I'm popping these up so I can slide the other ones underneath. So we're going to pop these up. I'm going to just go ahead and put it on all of these pine cones. And then we're just going to slide our other pieces underneath. In fact, I didn't even do these holly until the very end. So we're going to put one there. There. Oops. Got to take the backings off. And I just like to work in threes, like especially if it's the focal point here. And then I am going to just start adding these with wet glue. These are little pine needles, and I'm putting them like on the sides of these pine cones because we used to have a pine, 2 pine trees in front of our house as we grew up. I love those things. We had to cut one down, but oh my goodness, they were so beautiful. I love pine cones. To this day, I will go out, and if I see pine cones on our walks and stuff, I pick them up, which is, we don't have a whole lot of pine cones in this area, but you do see them in our neighborhood. So let's see. Let's go ahead and put our berries in here. I don't know if I'm going to use that other one there. And one there. We are going to cover part of this up with our sentiment. I think that I'm just going to do that, and then I'm going to wait till I put my sentiment on to put these on. I think one of them I'm just going to stick up here. And you can go over the top of this 3 3/4 by 3 3/4 because we have our card base under that. So it's all up to you how you want to do it. And how you want to arrange it is also up to you. But I just wanted to add a couple of these holly in there. Right, I'm not going to use this one. I mean, I could stick it in. No, I'm just going to leave that because I didn't know if I was going to have to use them all or not. All right, so for this sentiment, you need a piece that's 7/8 by 4 1/4. I just left it in case I mess up. I just left it at 7/8 inches. So I'm using my Evening Evergreen. I used Evening Evergreen for all my sentiments and stuff. But these are so beautiful. I just love this sentiment. I love the writing on it. Okay, I think that's pretty good. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to do this up. We should do our inside sentiment while we have that out. But I'm going to just measure for, I'm just going to cut it here. I'm just cutting it where these end. I'm going to give this a little cut here too so they're even. So this one is, yeah, it's 4 1/4. I didn't cut that straight though. I am picky about those things. All right, so it's 4 1/4 by 7/8. And we are going to set this here, but first we want to put it on here. And what you're going to have to do here is you are going to have to figure out where you want your tag to go. So we're going to take this, and you are not going to center this. You're going to do it more to the left, and you're going to figure out, this is so you have room for your tag. So I think I'm going to do the tag on this one right here because I did have this go over a bit. So I'm going to do it down here, I want to make sure my sentiment is going to be fine. So what I want to do is I just want to make sure it's straight where I have it, and what you're going to do is you're just going to flip this over. And what I did on this is I just took my pencil because I want to make sure I get it back in the same spot, and I just mark in around that tag. Now you're going to have to leave a little bit of space, but I'll show you how you do that here in a minute. All right, so this is where my tag's going to go. What you need to do is you need to use either your adhesive strips, or you can also use like the wider adhesive that like 3M makes or anything like that. First one I'm going to do is going to be right up to the line. And we're going to cut this. Let me grab my little snips here. And then I'm going to set my tag down. I'm going to set it really close to that, but what I'm going to do here is I am going to leave a tiny bit of space so that this will go in and out easily. So we're boxing this all in, if that makes sense. And then this one is going to go here, which is going to stop it from going all the way through, because you don't want it to go all the way through. Now all we have to do is add our other pieces, because you want this all to be level. And we are going to just add all the way around it. And that'll be it for our, I'm going to take that out for now. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to remove all these backings. And we are going to put it on the front of our card here. And like I said, you want to go a little bit to the left. You want to leave that space for your tag. So can you see how I did that? There's more space here. And then this tag is going to fit in here just like that. And that's where it'll slide out. All right, now we're going to put our sentiment. Oops, wrong one. And I'm just going to add some glue here. You can add a couple little dimensionals on the bottom too, but I am just going to put it right here at the bottom. And then we're going to stamp our little sentiment on here. And again, I'm going to use the Evening Evergreen. And we're going to do the sentiment. To you and yours. Right in the center. And then I'm going to do a couple of the holly. I'm going to do one this way. And one going this way. And then we need our real red. And you're going to stamp your little berries. There we go. And then we're going to do these as well. These little three go on the top. I think I already told you that, but I was doing it backwards. All right, so that is our little tag. So that'll slide in there. And then we're going to use our real red here. And I'm going to go ahead and string this through. And this is how we are going to pull it out. I'm just tying a knot in it. Just like that. And then you're just going to cut that a little bit shorter. And this is how you are going to pull your tag out. Isn't that cute though? Because it does add to the card too by putting the ribbon on. Now I'm going to add this little one, and I think I'm going to add this one. I think I'm going to add it just down here. I don't even know if I want to add it there. let's see, should I, oh, I'm going to put it on this side this time. So let's just add that. I didn't know where I was going to put it, so just add it right there. And we are not done because we are going to stamp our, you make the season sparkle on the inside, and then we are going to do our dazzling diamonds because, oh my gosh, we need them. So I am going to stamp that for my inside sentiment. It's really pretty too. And then we are going to put our dazzling diamonds on. So this is our dazzling diamonds, and this is where this little applicator really helps. And I did this on my other one too, so I'm putting it on all the berries. They're really pretty with the dazzling diamonds on. So I'm going to do those first. And you can do this before you put this on, so it doesn't go all over your card, but I'm going to be really careful about it. All right, and then I'm going to do it on my pine cones, and I'm just going to be following those little lines. And I hope you're going to be able to see this when I get done because it's so pretty. And there it is. It looks like little snow on there. I hope you can see that. It's just so pretty. So that is it, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, I'm doing a free gift with purchase this month. So that is both of them. I hope you enjoyed it, everyone. They're so pretty in person. I hope that you really enjoyed it. This little tag just adds that cute little touch to it, and it's a really fun one. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a blessed day, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later, everyone. Bye.